Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to ReZero Season 3, Episode 6. But before that, let's talk about Episode 5. So for this, I think I'm mostly going to be talking about the capella sequence in the episode, and just little stuff for the rest. So capella. Now that we have gotten a good look at all the archbishops, I think we can conclude that there's definitely a pattern. Like with Capella, it's like, oh, it makes sense, right? Lust and love being, two things that she talks about doesn't seem that weird, because lust can come from love and vice versa. But it's not just her. It's actually, all the archbishops except for, I think, Gluttony have a motif about love. Now, Royd or Lai may have said something about it, and I just don't remember. That's possible, but I don't think so, so I'm not going to include them here. But yeah, Betelgeuse always used to talk about love, 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 love. What makes love, like his love for Satella, just what makes someone a devoted, a believer of love and all that. And then we have Regulus, who has a distorted view of love. All that he needs to fall in love is to is for a girl to have a pretty face, and that's pretty much it. Then we have Sirius, who is in love with Betelgeuse, and she's deluded that they were in a relationship, even though from everything that she said, I think it was during episode 3, it seems like it was pretty much all one-sided. So her view of love is also distorted. And then we have Capella, who, well, she's the Archbishop of Lust. So she basically boils down everything to, and it has to be lust. You think something is love, but it's not. It's lust. It's always gotta be driven by lust, unless you don't take looks into account at all. Like, she's basically saying, if you can't love the person that you've professed your love to previously, and they get transformed into something grotesque, like she did with the people being turned into flies, then your love is completely fake and is invalid, which is quite extreme, but it's, what we come to expect from the archbishops. But it's very interesting, and I think if you take into account the 4 archbishops that have their very different views on love, then I think you can also see them as dark mirrors of what Subaru could have become if he never went through character development. Just like Regulus, he would just see a pretty face and think, oh, I'm in love, and just treat the person as an object or a reward, rather than actually loving them for who they are. And for, like, Capella, just, like, I feel like there's a bit of overlap with Regulus and Capella's views, but I think the very big difference is that Capella, you would think, right, that, oh, because everything is lust, she loves it, but no, she mocks and looks down upon people being lustful and thinking that they're in love. Or, she thinks that they're delusional in thinking they're in love. Whereas Regulus couldn't care less, basically. Whereas Capella, she has to be right. And that's also her fixation on calling everyone meat scraps. Because everything is about the way that they look, But also because if you love someone despite of the look of the meat scrap that they are, then that's true love for her. And that's also where her derision of Subaru came from, Like, oh, just because you saw all those people as flies, you were disgusted, and therefore your desire to saving them has decreased. And you hate that. Then we have her also with Crush, basically boiling down everything to her looks. If she was ugly, then Subaru wouldn't be so adamant about being offended on her behalf and wanting to help her in that instance. And, like I said before, she might have a bit of a point in the fact that looks do matter in society, in the ReZero world as much as ours. But she just, she just hones in on it to the point that, like, oh, if you don't love someone, even if they were like, I don't know, a giant, whatever it is, what kind of insect you think it's gross looking, then therefore everything you've said and thought about that person previously is completely null. Which, yeah, very, very extreme points of view. And yeah, with Emilia, also when she transforms into her, she says like very, like, things that are all about, like, what Subaru would feel. What, like, oh, without you, I don't feel as alone. The world becomes brighter with you. Just, like, your kindness or something is what drove me to go towards you. But Capella just goes, no, that's lip service. Basically saying all of that lies or self-delusion, which, like I said, definitely not. For her, she either has to be lust or love. There's no in between, For her, something that started as lust and became love, that's not possible in her eyes. Which is, yeah, it's really interesting to try and dissect that ideology. Also, her power transforming into other people or things. So I missed that she said that just like the dragon, just like the flies, she turned an actual human into it. So yeah, the dragon used to be a person. Might be someone we know, actually. And her power is the most similar to her corresponding witch, which would be Carmilla. With Faceless Bride. But Carmilla doesn't actually choose who she actually transforms into. It's more so the person that she's using the power on. They see who they want to see. Whereas it seems like Capella has complete control over what happens, who or what the person turns into, as well as herself. And Carmilla's seems more like an illusion, whereas Capella definitely physically changes shapes. I think that's all I wanted to say about Capella. I say like, oh, that's all. Like if it didn't took me 10 minutes. Reinhardt and Felt, I just really like how they're opposite personalities just really work with each other. You know, like, and it really does seem like they're on the path to really influencing each other and becoming more like the other. Felt telling him, go be reckless, and Reinhardt telling her to not be that so reckless. Also, Otto is fine. He said something about like White Fang helping him or something. Not Fang, something else. It could be like the soldiers that helped Kiritaka, but I'm not sure. And I was under the impression that Roy and Lai share a body, but maybe not. You know, like I was like, oh, multiple personality. So maybe now that Roy is active, Lai is kind of like asleep. But maybe there's actually multiple bodies for each personality. What else? Yeah, Anastasia had a nice moment with her showing us that she's not so heartless as she seems. And we ended the episode with Krush tied with Subaru's whip to the dragon's foot, and Subaru fell into the water because the city is starting to get flooded, so that's not good. I think that's everything I wanted to say. I think. So let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no opening. Okay, so Emilia does remember until that happened. But she has really been playing it careful. But she didn't know who Regulus was. Bruh, of course it was you. Also, Capella added more demands after she was attacked. Oh. Oh shit. Someone please help him! Oh god. Oh yeah. Capella injected dragon blood into him and Krush. But we didn't see anything happen. So I assumed they were fine? What's happening here? Oh. Priscilla? No way. Ow. Of course, she wouldn't be pleasant even if she's helping. Why would she? Also, does he have his leg? Also, here's Liliana. She might be really helpful. Whoa. Yup. Uh. Uh. Mm. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Gonna remember that. This this is not the time for a song, but the lyrics might be important. Hmm. Okay. Ugh. Bruh. Mm. Okay, good. That they're telling him. Mm. How? Hmm? What? How is that a reward? Oh. Oh. It was Moros. It's gotta be Capella, the one who created them. Ah. Ooh. Okay. She summoned the sword out of nowhere. Oh, this is from the opening, I think. Oh. Okay, so the sword also burns them. I see. That's very helpful of you. Actually, you've been quite the help this whole episode so far. That's very unusual of you. Yeah, it is serious. Oh yeah, we're gonna use Liliana to cancel Stadius's authority. Authority. Let's see if it actually works. Huh, so Priscilla already knew this was something that was just right for this. Man, Nelena's singing voice is so good. Oh, they're all back to normal. Yo, Liliana's singing definitely has to be some kind of ability. A divine protection or something. If it's able to do something like this. We need to put her in the media that reaches the whole city. Yeah. Oh. I think I know what Subaru was gonna say. Hmm. Hmm. And you may not be that bad after all. And Priscilla has been so interesting this episode. Hmm. No! Oh, that was close. Well, I wasn't sure, but I was like, when he was like, sadly, a lot of them have died. Okay, yeah, he definitely killed a number of them. Mm. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. Mm. Yeah, unfortunately, that's definitely a thing. Oh, who? Ah, Julius? Mm. Okay. What happened to Anastasia? And the triplets? Oh, yeah, her too. Mm. Oh, whoa. What's happening here? Is it something to do with Crush? Oh, so you found her? Oh, no. Did Capella's blood change her? I don't like that Ricardo's comment about her beauty. It's basically not proving Capella right, but you know, it's fitting into what she already believes. Oh, let's go. I was thinking that, like, oh, couldn't Emilia try to escape if once Regulus isn't there? Who he talking to? Oh? Hmm. Yo. Ah, Capella. Hmm. Alright, no point in hiding this information from you here. Yeah, who could have it? Mm. Oh, let's go. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yes, this is what's confusing. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Mm. Oh, wow. Right. Subaru would never. Mm. Oh. Oh, let's go. That's my goat. Mm. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, that was such a good speech. Although it is interesting, I almost expected Julius to actually agree with him out loud, but he didn't. So that could still be, Julius still reserving himself of showing his emotions too much. And BS, keeping his heart around a steel fortress. Ready for fight. Oh, okay. She's still in Regulus's tower? Oh, yeah. That's the media he was talking into. Oh? Ah! Really? They left it there. They didn't really feel like, oh, yes, a natural way to end the episode. But okay, they wanted to be mean, so and then like I can't let them. But okay, quite a few things happened this episode. Mostly Subaru and us. Just letting us know what has happened since Subaru went unconscious in the water. Even though I expected it, the city was destroyed a lot more already than I thought. But yeah, Priscilla, huh? She's such a hard character to really try and pin down in regards to why she does the things that she does. But I mean, she's the candidate, I feel like, that we gotten the less exposed to. I mean, I guess you could technically say felt too, but I don't want to. It's not, like an insult. It's just because I really like Felt, but she's definitely more simple to understand than Priscilla, I feel. Like, it'd be one thing if Priscilla just never did anything for anyone other than herself. But that's not the case, as we saw here. Like, she really didn't have to bring Liliana here for those people to get rid of Sirius's ability, but she did. And then she tries to play it off as her trying to look for her pink heart servant. Nah, I don't think she said tsundere, but this is definitely, I feel like, an instance of Priscilla just, doing something and then pretending like she didn't do it for the reason that Subaru not called her out for, but just, commented on. Like she's intentionally trying to come off as more selfish than she is, which is interesting considering how she is most definitely very selfish, but she definitely is capable. Like, oh, okay, everyone is capable of selfless kindness, but we can see that she's willing to do it. Like, she doesn't do everything just because it'll amuse her. I mean, there's gotta be something, right? As for why little Schultz and Al follow her and are so loyal to her. But yeah, just very, very intrigued by Priscilla's behavior today. Subaru's leg, though, like, I forgot to mention it, but I remembered now that Felix did say last episode that he put like a forbidden magic when healing his leg. Now, we don't know what exactly that means, but that could be related as to why when Priscilla cut it, it healed itself. But it could also just be because of whatever whatever it is that Capella's blood is doing to it. But for some reason, Subaru's the blood inside Subaru is not working as Capella thought it would, because as we see, or rather as we are told, with Crush it worked as intended. So, okay. Well, we definitely need to defeat Capella, I guess. Right? Like, I feel like we're definitely not gonna have it so that we defeat Capella and then Crush just stays however she became. And I'm not saying that just because of, oh, she was so pretty or something. No, because now we have both Capella and Gluttony that have really messed with Crush. I just want her to thrive. I'm for Emilia to win the throne, but I don't want Crush to be, kept like basically. Because as far as we know, the flies and the dragon can't talk. They were turned into just animals. So that's gotta be just painful, I'm not talking about how the characters around her are feeling, but about how Crush herself must be feeling, which must be pretty awful. Then we got more of Regulus just being an asshole and treating his slaves as, as furniture that he can just get rid of at any time and just fill the spot with another one. Like, we already get a hint of it. Not a hint of it, but just a slight show of it when he told the blonde girl who stays with Emilia that, it's better if she doesn't smile, so he always wants her to not be smiling. Probably because he thinks her face looks better like that. It's nothing about how she's feeling, it's about how he thinks is better for him. Which, is pretty, some people might call it like pretty on the nose about Regulus's just over the top misogyny, but like all the archbishops are over the top. It's just, they're different aspects of themselves that are very heightened. So we got Felix once again getting quite emotional about Crush, about something bad happening to Crush. Though this time he blamed it on Wilhelm, and even, I think, he slapped him, and Wilhelm just like took it. Now, I'm not saying he was gonna hit him back, and that's not what I wanted. I'm just like, just, try to make a stronger case. Like, I just couldn't do it. I wasn't even with her. Now, of course, Felix would probably say, like, what you should have been. But, like, Wilhelm really wanted to trust on Crush's skills and just the growth that she's gone through over this past year, that it was enough. I'm interested if we're going to get more from Felix and Wilhelm on this issue. What else? Subaru filled in Anastasia and Julius on what a tome of wisdom is. and that Beatrice isn't a natural born spirit because Echidna created her. But yeah, no point in hiding it from our allies. Like, might as well so they can help us protect her. But I really want to see Beatrice wake up and react to that demand. But also Subaru's speech at the end was really, really good. He's come so far in regards to what makes a knight. But like I said, it's interesting that Julius doesn't really like say anything. But like that's probably because of Julius's own issues. Like, just Subaru saying that doesn't mean Emilia is the only one I need to protect. Like, he's always wanted to protect more people than just Emilia. But here he is really being tested. Well, okay, season 2 was also Roswell putting him on a big bind. Choosing Emilia in the sanctuary or the people at the mansion. And he never budged on wanting to save both places. So, time and time again, when he is asked to choose a priority, like, it'll always be Emilia. But, regardless of his feelings, now he knows that the thing to do is to trust in Emilia, that she can handle herself before he gets there. And also that other people need his help more. Even though he has no connection to them. That's just what a knight is. Am I right? I might talk a bit more about Subaru's monologue here next week, but I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.